Hey everybody, it's me Marquita, and I am coming here just to show y'all what, sorry guys, show you what I'm having for, I guess, dinner. Um, Update for the last, I think, 3 nights I have had my Ambien, so I haven't been up that long. Once again, Gary got the TV watching the room. Hannah, turn off the TV. Hold on, guys. Yeah. Okay. I did run out my Ambien, and like normal, I always call it in. Well, I went to the doctor on the 18th, and I picked up my Ambien, the second half, the one I paid for, on the 16th. So when I went to the doctor on the 18th, my primary doctor, he's the one that writes my prescription for my Ambien and my other sleeping pill. And because they got the prescription on the 18th, they're like, oh, there was a problem with the insurance, we can't fill it. And I'm just like, I don't need it right now. I need it on the 1st. That's when I will get my insurance 14. That's what I call it. My doctor writes it for 30 days, but insurance only pays for 14. So, and because TennCare only pays for 14, it used to be a manager there that if we went in and placed the prescription, we're just going to pay, and then he'll fill the whole 30 days. But because they're like, well, because we got to put this one through TennCare, and you can't get the same prescription filled on the same day, even though I was paying for the other 16. You have to wait till the next day. Well, okay. If I got my 14, I'm not thinking about the other 16 until it's like time for me to get them. Because, like, when I don't have them, I don't sleep. Which, that's why I was mad at Rosie. No, I'm doing it. Roseanne, because my Ambien never made me go crazy. Like, I have, a crazy story, but it wasn't nothing that affected anybody else personally. But I just wanted to come and show y'all. Look at me now. Got white on the side, looking like a crackhead. I do apologize for that. I'm a little hungry, and y'all see how big my plate is. Now let me explain. No, I'm joking. I'm not Kevin Hart. Should have got together. Okay. This is my plate. Where's it? There it is. Okay. Now I got 2 pieces, which, if you know, I cook my chicken in my pressure cooker, so that's why it's like falling apart. But it's 2 chicken tenders, because I get my chicken tenders from Sam's. They're frozen. So this, like all this right here, all this is just 1 chicken tender, but it's split up because it's so tender, and then that's one. It's probably like not even a full one, but anyhow, a chicken tender. And I got South Carolina barbecue sauce, which, if y'all haven't seen my barbecue sauce taste test videos, you know what? I'm not even going to tell y'all to look for it. All I know is it's in my taste test playlist. But if y'all want to see it, it is taste test video of all the barbecue sauces, and it was like South Carolina, North Carolina, Memphis, not Memphis, Memphis. Sorry, I don't know why my mouth separated it. Like, come on now, you're a true Tennessean. Get it right, get it right, get it tight. Um. Okay, so it was North Carolina, South Carolina, Memphis, was it Texas? I know it was Hawaii. Oh, I don't remember, because I think it was 6 sauces, because I know I got regular, North Carolina, South Carolina, Hawaii, Kentucky. Okay, that's what it was, Kentucky, and then Memphis. Yeah, okay. Out of all of them, Hawaii is my favorite because it's sweet. Memphis is my second favorite, but it's spicy. And then Kentucky, to me, it has like, I don't know if it's just the flavoring or if they use real liquor. I'm not a drinker. Like, I haven't drunk in 3 years or 4. No, it's 5 years because I haven't drunk since the girl's been born. Which, when I say that, it's not like, I turned up. Like, I only drunk 2 times a year. Literally 2 times a year. I didn't stray from them 2 times a year. I always turned up, which, when my turning up is different from everybody else's turned up, because I'm afraid of going to jail. So my thing is, I'm going to buy my own alcohol. I am going to stay in my own house. And once I take my first sip of alcohol, my butt don't even go on the porch, because I'm not wanting to go to jail for public drunkenness. Now, I also was a solo drinker, because it was like, I don't need nobody to party, because I'm not doing this to party. I'm doing this because of the holidays. And the 2 holidays was New Year's. I turned up, bought me vodka and whiskey. I drank, not all of it, because I always bought the gallon, because I thought that's the only size it came in. Like, I knew it came in like the little pints, but like, I seen pints, bottles of liquor, but then I seen gallons. So I thought, well, I want to get tipsy enough that I'm like, okay, I'm feeling drunk, I can go to bed, because that's what I do. I do 3 things. I drink. So I don't use chasers, which my mom was like, "Oh, you a pro? You've been doing this for years." And I'm just like, no, it was born in my system. Like, my mom and dad, like you and my daddy, are like freaking 90% of alcohol. So I'm like 180 proof, like, just by default. Anyhow, she knew it. But so I could hold some liquor, but that's not like a turn up. It's I can, but I choose not to. My mom's a mean drunk. My daddy is obviously a mean drunk, according to his girlfriend. How long? See, Coda's 13, maybe 18 years. I don't know how long they were together before because I think he was there when Dalton was little. Well, of course he had to be, because Dalton and Jordan are older than Coda, and of course Coda's my brother. Well, Jordan and Dalton's my brother too. So I don't know how long they've been together, but anyways, my daddy and his girlfriend has a 13-year-old son, or he will be 13 in July, which is my little brother. And yes, if you do the math right, me and Coda are 22 years apart. And we're my daddy's only kids. See. But yeah, so I drank vodka and I drank whiskey. And so I turned up by myself for New Year's. Every New Year's, I got drunk. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling a little flush. I go go and look at myself in the mirror, and I laugh at myself because my eyes are glassy, and I say, okay, and I put the lid back on the liquor, and I lay down, and I go to sleep. I'm done. That's all the partying I need. Now, like I said, I party by myself. If I party with somebody else, then okay, I let them have a little bit more. Then I put the cap on and I lay on down and I go to sleep. They can leave or they can lay on down with me because like the party's over. Once I'm laying down, the party's over. If you're partying with me, like I said, I don't like, and I know you're probably thinking, well, why'd you drink? I don't like to feel drunk because like I'm a natural downer. I have a natural down, so I'm a natural chill person. Then alcohol is also a downer, which I only smoked weed one time. I'm talking about one time, single, one time, my whole life, my whole life, my whole life. And I remember because like I was drunk, and so I was ready to lay down, and my friend, my friend, I'm not gonna say their names, but they came by. Like the girl that used to do my hair, love her, miss her. She moved back home. Wish she would come back because I do miss her. But she came by and but so like I did it one time and I was just like, nope, I don't like how this is making me feel. One, I'm naturally depressed. I am naturally depressed. And then I'm drunk, so I'm already chilled and calm. Then I have no business, even though I'm an adult. I think I was like 23. So it wasn't like I was underage. Like I was a well-rounded an adult. So I had no business smoking weed. I didn't have the craving for it. It's just they did. So I was just like, oh, well, let me. Once, literally one hit, and I was just like, nope, I don't like how this is making me feel. I now have the crying drunks. If you never had the crying drunks, or you don't know, or if you never seen the crying drunks, it's the funniest thing. Not to you, because it's like somebody can say that they just killed a bug, and that will just hurt your feelings. That will hurt your feelings, and you will boo-hoo and cry. Now, so I had the crying drunks because now I'm all the way relaxed. So then I was like, yep, I have to definitely go to bed. But so that's what I do, and then I put the cap on if it's just me, solo dolo. And then the only other the only other time I did was Super Bowl Sunday. That's all. I drunk once the game was over, put the cap on. Because when I say I put the cap on, like I put the lid on, and then the next day the liquor went to my mama. So like I wouldn't drink anymore. Like not even, okay. Like even when I did drink on New Year's, it was to bring in the New Year's. Once the New Year's was in, my eyes were glassy. I done laughed at myself. I know that I already took a drink, so I'm not leaving out this door unless fire and rescue brings me out this door. I'm not leaving my house. So I put the cap on and I go and lay down. And then my mom always know the next day, because she was drunk from like the 29th and she's drunk to the 5th, and y'all probably be like, what? No, she really do, like not no sober hour between the 29th of December to January the 5th. And then she got to turn up even more because my sister's birthday is January the 5th. So she got to turn up because her baby's birthday is the 5th. So anyhow, my mom already knows, okay, it's New Year's Day. She knocks on my door. She already knows because I didn't want to drink a pint, so I got the gallon. So I gave her the rest of my liquor that I didn't drink, which was like it was a lot. It was a lot. Like she didn't eat it, but I wasn't gonna drink it, so I gave it to her. So that's how it was. She know, okay, Super Bowl is over. Monday, I know I'm gonna have my drinks. Now, since the girls were born in 2013, I took my last turn up, which I didn't even really turn up because snobby that's in the other room, and I'm talking about Gary. Gary is very snobby. He's like, I don't like drinking. I'm like, well, you don't have to drink. Like, your opinion is only your opinion. But, like, if y'all met him when I very first met him, you'd be like, how are y'all still... Like, he was a nice guy, but, oh my gosh, I couldn't stand him. And he knew I couldn't. He knew I couldn't. And it wasn't like, it wasn't like, oh my gosh, y'all fell in love with each other. No. I mean, like, I loved him because of the type of person he was, but, like, really, personality-wise, I couldn't stand him. Borderline, still like that, but he's getting better, because I have to tell him, because, like, he'll sit there and he'll argue with somebody about his opinion, and I'm like, Gary, you're entitled to your opinion, but you don't have to force somebody to think like you. Just because that's how you think don't mean that that's how they should think. Like I said, he's getting better with that. But, I mean, it's a little too late. But yeah, so I was going to finish telling y'all what I got. And I done made this like a freaking 20-minute video. Okay, so, and then, so this is my chicken with my South Carolina barbecue sauce, which I did like South Carolina. I think South Carolina was with vinegar and North Carolina was with mustard, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's, let me taste that. Maybe it might be South Carolina with mustard and North Carolina with vinegar. Because I think that one's the one with mustard. Because the South Carolina tastes like it has mustard. It might be South Carolina mustard, North Carolina vinegar. And then, like I said, the Kentucky had too much bourbon. I liked it. Memphis, it was spicy, but I liked it. I liked it Hawaii, which Hawaii was my favorite because it was sweet. It was sweet and spicy, but it was like it was like really sweet. And then they just had just like an original. You know what? I'm gonna do a separate video.
Mommy, are you gonna come watch us play on the bar?
Not right this second. I'm about to eat.
In just a minute?
I'm about to eat.
After you're done, then you can come watch me.
Okay, I'll come and watch you after I eat. And then I'll make a separate video just letting y'all know. Now, I did do the barbecue sauce review, if I'm not mistaken, last June. So I still have the barbecue sauce, and no, it does not have mold on it. It does not have mold on it. I still have the same barbecue sauce. I have not bought new ones. Because I like them, and I don't use a lot of barbecue sauce because of Snobby in the other room. He can't have barbecue because it burns his stomach. But anyhow, this is the chicken fried rice. This is a half a cup, which I know it looks like it's more than a half a cup, but it's not. It's the rice I had yesterday, and right, because I had a chicken fried rice, which I think all the chickens I love it, but I do love fried rice. Let me separate the two. Well, now I got barbecue sauce with it. That's fine. I'm not a picky eater. It's going all in the same spot. I don't care if it mixes, but I'm separating it for y'all. And then last but not least, this is a half a cup of potatoes au gratin. Now, I know I got 2 starches and a protein. The main thing, yes, that I have is a protein. As long as I got my protein, the 2 starches, yes, are a lot of starches, but that's my craving, my thing, my downfall to my diet is my carbs. I can eat bread all day. Like, I'm talking about like rows. Like, if somebody fixed some yeast rolls, OM Yeti balls. Hold on, I want to show y'all my tea. Now it's just gonna look like white milk. Y'all see it? I put, see it? That's a tea bag. But what I do is 1 scoop of sugar, which is, it's a scoop that came with my creamer. Then when I ran out of that creamer, I just kept the scoop. So 1 scoop of sugar and 1 scoop of creamer. And I put that in, I put a tea bag in, and I use my Keurig machine, and I use the hot, and I just, it's like I'm making 10 ounces of coffee. Good job. It's like me making 10 ounces of coffee, but only there's nothing in the little thing, and it's just the water. So that's how I do my tea. And then, like I say, I should be from England, and I know that's probably an insult what I just shown. I went to one tea party. I think I might have been, yeah, I was still 17. And me and this girl named Star, we went to a tea party, and it was like, it's an authentic tea party, and we went, and we got, I remember, because we had to dress up, and we ate little tea sandwiches. I remember I ate cucumber, I think it was the cucumber dill sandwiches, but it was like, it had cream cheese or something like it. But anyways, I just remember cucumber sandwiches, and I think it was like cucumber dill sandwiches, and then they had some that was like some kind of jelly, and I'm just like, these don't taste right. But that's just because I never tasted them. It wasn't that they were nasty. It was just an unfamiliar taste for me. They didn't have Vegemite, because I think I remember Vegemite, but I don't think they had Vegemite. Which I didn't know nothing about Vegemite until 2000 and let's do 2016. I think that's when I very first heard about Vegemite, and this tea party was 2001. So, but I remember us going to this tea party, and I remember we were dressed up, and they gave us a teacup with a sauce, or a saucer with a teacup on top, and it was an authentic teapot, that they used the little seeping thing inside the teapot, with the loose tea leaves, and then they put it in there and pour the hot water, seep it that way, and then pour. Never in my life have I ever seen that, and that's what we did. And we got to keep our teacups in our saucer, and then they gave us a book. And I remember the book was purple, and in it had 3 cents, which Gary says that there's not 3 cents, because it was supposed to be in what they brought Jesus when he was born, because it was a little vial, probably about this big, of frankincense, a little vial of myrrh, and it was a 3rd cent. And I told Gary's like, no, there's not a 3rd cent, that they brought him gold. And I was like, well, it wasn't a bottle of gold, like, I don't remember. But I was so mad because I literally, I never opened the fake, but like the vials were like this big, like so tiny, and there was 3 of them, and then like it was a book that you can read, and it explained why they gave them cents to Jesus and what they meant, and all that. I do remember that, but yeah, somebody came, and I was in a group home at this time, and me and Star, we both was in a group home, in the same one, of course. And and so somebody came into my room one day. I think I might have been at school. I might not have been at school because most of the girls I went to school, like I went to school with most of the girls in my building, because my building, I'm not gonna say the dumb building, but only one person in my building went to Doris Walker Academy. And the only reason why she went to Doris Walker Academy is not that she was dumb, which Doris Walker Academy is not for lower IQ people. It's for people that get kicked out of public school. And she only went to Doris Walker Academy because they really didn't, like, not that she would, but they was working with her to get to go home, and they didn't want her to go out into the real world and get in trouble and not get to go home. I am not. I haven't even started. So she was smart enough to go off campus to a real school, but her reason for being there wasn't that she was unruly and behavior problems. It was something else. I can't tell her business. I love Monster. I really do. That's what I call her. I call her Monster. Not because she like a monster, because me and Gary was listening to the TV yesterday, or to the phone, and they were saying that Ikaika Island or something like that. And Gary's like, "Did you hear that they said Ikaika?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I heard it." And he goes, and I'm just like, "Okay, did they spell it Ika? And he's like, "I don't know." And I'm just like, "Yeah, I told you Ikaika was from Hawaii." And he's just like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, Ikaika was from Hawaii. I told you that." Now, I'm going to tell that story. I'm going to tell that story in another video, because it's not that important. Anyhow, that's why I call Monster. It's a long, short story. Alright, hopefully y'all like this video. Sorry that it's long. Hopefully y'all like what I'm eating. No, I'm not going to taste it because I don't do mukbangs because of the Billies. The Billies will not allow me to eat respectfully. And when I say eat respectfully, chew with my mouth closed, I can't do that. And I'm not going to let y'all see my cow cud. So, with that said, I'm going to go and eat. I will try to come back with the barbecue sauces, and I might even let y'all meet Little Miss Ikaika. Alright. I'm not going to shout anybody out because I wasn't doing this for a June vlog. I was just doing this because I want y'all to see my yummy food. Alright. Y'all have a great day. Bye.